Hi. So Sriya is part of CoVersity for about a year now. She has been deep diving into the domain of designing. So she started off, but she was just passionate and really passionate about, in fact, really passionate about designing. And she slowly started deep diving or exploring each of different branches in designing. She kind of explored fashion designing, architecture, and interior designing, and much more. And finally, felt UI UX was something that she wanted to deep dive a little more. So here we have Sriya, who is passionate about design. So in her journey, we always see her growing really well, and mainly the way she complete this whole aspect of work to learn in CoVersity. Like we generally in CoVersity work to learn. So let's hear more what Priya feels, what is all about working to learn.
So, yeah, from past 1 year or so, I've been doing various projects in designing a client's projects in various branches of design to find my interest in the particular branch of design. And it's been a really experimental and funny and wonderful journey, I can say. So yeah, it was very enjoyable. I basically do different real-time works so that real-time projects, I can say, so that I get an actual experience of how it'll be to work with the clients.
Yeah, yeah. Like the work to learn, like the working is completely related to the industry, right? So you be in the industry and you do work in the industry to understand industry. That's nice.
Sriya, you shared that you have been doing some client projects. So I would like to know how did you find those projects? As in, how did you get to know those clients? How did you connect with them?
So all the projects that I did till now, I got it from my contacts, like from the contacts of Aarohi community and from the contacts of my parents. So yeah, it's mostly through the contacts. And once I get contacted with that particular line, I share my portfolio with them. I maintain a portfolio of all the works that I did till now and what I've learned and many more things in my portfolio. So I share that portfolio with the client. And till now, all of the clients have liked my portfolio and they have willingly gave me a project, and that's how I got the project till now.
Nice, nice. Of course, there would be a lot of challenges that you have faced through this journey of getting projects, like talking to them and making it, kind of completing the project and all. So, would you like to share a few of the challenges that you have faced and how did you overcome them, or in the process to overcome them?
Yeah. So one of the first and main challenge that I faced was definitely, talking to the clients, like who are complete strangers to me. So I'm not generally a person who talks to strangers or who likes to get interacted with people much. So that was one of the major challenges that I faced. But I am in the process of overcoming it. I've overcome quite a lot, I can say, because now got used to talking with different people. Like professionally, I can talk to any person, even if I haven't met that person till now. So in starting, yeah, that was a huge challenge. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't know what to talk. I didn't know how to approach the clients. That's when the guides have helped me to kind of guide me how like I've had a little idea. I've shared like this is how maybe I want to approach. This is how I want to talk, and then the guides in the community have also helped me to exactly know how to talk and communicate. That's one thing, and then later. I found challenging to kind of properly understand the requirement of the client, to kind of ask the questions which makes me to understand the client's requirement. So that's another challenge that I faced. And also that communication with the client, like knowing, sharing what my idea is, what my design is properly in a way that everyone gets it. So yeah, these have been the main challenges, and also kind of a little technical stuff while designing. I have felt hard, and that's when again the community uh, came in, and I've got to meet resource people like who are into designing, and I've talked to them like how do I do this particular design, or and I have a challenge in this part of the design, and that's when those resource people or mentors have helped me to kind of overcome that particular challenge. So yeah, these were the few challenges that I've faced.
Nice.
Yeah, Sriya, it was really nice hearing your challenges. One more thing which I want to know from you is, did projects help you in learning? You said that you have been doing client projects. So, how did you find your learning while doing the projects?
Okay. So I can say there are kind of two different learnings that I've had. One is personally for my personal self, and another one which is related to my profession. Personally, I have really learned a lot to speak to people, as I've already mentioned. That's the one of the main things that I've learned through by doing all of these projects, and also to manage the work, to manage my stress. Like sometimes I feel very stressed about the work that I have to do and the time I have. How do I manage all the files and everything? So organizing, managing, and speaking skills. These are some personal learnings that I've got by doing these projects, because I was directly interacting with the clients and not just, reading or learning from an internet or something like that. And then professionally, I can say my learnings were like how exactly these clients projects work. What are the technical terms, or what are the technical things that are used while I do the projects is something that I've learned, like how to be professionally, sharing stuff and all of that. And I also got the taste of each branch as I did a project, because if I do a project, I had to do from the starting to end everything. I had help, and I had to do all by myself. So it gave me an overall idea of how it will be, the complete process. I got introduced to the complete process of a particular branch. So that's how it helped me to get an exposure of a little bit, not it's not like I have explored everything in a branch, but a little bit, a little taste of how it'll be and what it is.
Nice. So I know you from for many years, of course. Uh, so I always hear you telling that you don't like taking up challenges, but when it comes to designing, you're like up for it, like you wanna do it, kind of. So that's actually really amazing. So do you want to share more about it?
Yeah. So yeah, I generally don't like challenges. I just prefer to be, lazy around, just go easy and all of that stuff. But when it comes to design, somehow I love taking up challenges. I challenge myself to take up different things. And even I didn't know that initially, but as I was doing projects, I got to know that I wasn't really enjoying the projects which were, you know, a bit easy or something that I already know. But I've really enjoyed doing something which I didn't know at all, to learn. Like, because those challenges made me to learn so much. I had to put in a lot of effort, and there are many new things to learn. I think that's something. I mean, that's why I love taking challenges only in designing. So that, and also that feel when I kind of complete the project, that feel of achievement and the confidence it gives me, that like now till now every project that I did, I had almost no idea of what to do in the starting. Like I just had a basic idea. It's not like I took it up as complete 0%. I had a little idea, and then once I started the project, that's when I've started learning. And project really taking up a particular project has really helped me to learn in a certain direction, to learn things in a way based on the requirement. So as I was doing these different challenges and different projects, I also got confidence that no matter what different kind of projects that I get or new challenges that I get each and every time in next of my career, I am able to face them, because till now I've been doing it, and I just got the confidence that I will learn to do any design eventually. So that's something taking up more challenges has taught me. So I like to take up more challenges in designing.
That's very inspiring. Yeah, thank you.
Shreya, so I would like to talk a little more about your mistakes which you have done in this process. So when you work with your client, how did you manage them when you do a mistake? So obviously for client, if you are not doing some work properly, as in if you make a mistake, they'll get angry. So how are you able to manage all those?
So yeah, there have been mistakes as I was doing different projects. Sometimes those were technical, sometimes it's related to the deadline or the timing of the project. So how do I deal with it? It depends. Sometimes even till now I don't know how exactly to deal with this, but based on the situation and what kind it is, sometimes I be honest. Sometimes I just approach. I realize first thing I think important is to realize a mistake. Most of the time, sometimes I intend to kind of overlook that mistake, not even realize at the way till the very end that I did some mistake. Rather than that, reviewing uh, in a periodical time has really helped me to reduce the amount of mistakes that I do in a project. So yeah, so it depends. Sometimes I be honest, sometimes I find for solutions, I find for the shortcuts to complete it or solve it. It depends on various things. So every single time I learn something. I learn something out of it. And every time I try to find new ways to get over with it. And yeah, there were times when I felt, very bad that, oh my God, I did some mistake. What do I do now? I'll be all like, worried and all of that. But then slowly I've understood like mistakes and all of these are common and which are needed for me learn, uh, to learn basically. So yeah.
Nice, nice. So I also hear that you told us that you really don't know what, like if you're taking up a project, it's not that you are expert in it and you're taking a project, but you're still in a learning state and kind of have a little knowledge and you start doing and learn through it. So during that time, I'm sure that there might be a lot of emotionally and also the career wise or the professional wise or exploring wise, you might have faced challenges, right? Even I know that you had lot of times where you were very frustrated, very sad, very angry, all of that. So how do you manage all of that stuff?
Okay. So one of the things that I have observed related to this part of being frustrated or angry or sometimes when things doesn't go in my way is that uh, I don't I mean it's like it's because I have to put one of the first things that it tells me is that I have to put more focus on it. I have to be more focused and kind of re-look into things. That's the first message that I get whenever I feel stressful or whenever I feel worried about the work that I'm doing. It means I need to be more careful and I have to be more focused and I have to re-look into things properly. So that's the first thing that comes to my mind. And so that's when sometimes after realizing that I kind of relook into things and see what I can do and what I can't do. And sometimes I would be very emotional that I can't think about all of these things. That's when I paint. Whenever I paint, uh, I feel a sense of accomplishment after completing that particular art piece. So that gives me a little more confidence that, okay, I can do it. I can go ahead with other things. So that's when, after that, that's when I come back to the work. And another way which I deal with this is with my people around me. Like I share it with my family. I just share my frustration. I just vent out on them, or I share it with my mentors or guides. I tell them like this is what happened, this is how I'm feeling, and I share with people, with the mentors, guides, and my family, depending on what I'm going through. I say it to different kind of people. So yeah, that's how I'm currently dealing with these things. I'm still figuring out how exactly I can deal with all of these frustration, angry, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, that's nice. Like if you're
Yeah,
frustrated, go paint.
I guess when you are confused, you get more clear in what you are doing. And from your sharing, I can see that you have not only developed professionally, you have developed personally also. So, how did you overcome this? Are you in the sales process still, or as in, if you get a low all of a sudden, will you take a break in between, or how do you make yourself calm?
Yeah, like it also depends. Sometimes my frustration would be very little, that me just solving that technical issue that I'm facing or something would kind of remove uh, frustration out of me. Sometimes just saying it to a person I would let it go by that way. Sometimes if I feel like no, it's a lot for me and all, I would take a break like that. I would take a break in between. Like yeah, I do different things. It's not like I have a standard procedure or so. I just do based on what I feel and what I can do. And most of the
Uh,
times, you kind of conveying this is where I'm stuck. The problem with my mentors, the designer or people that I'm in contact with, and they helping me to come out of it helps a lot. That's something which is the first to go many times.
so okay. So what's the best part about working and learning from it? Like the best advantage or the nice thing you really love about them that.
Yeah, it's that I get to apply it immediately. So like and also learning based on the requirement. Like my learning would be in a directed way. Like I have an end goal to meet, like the project requirement or the need of the project. So I have an end goal, a proper, clear end goal, or and the outcome of the project actually. So the output and outcome of the project is like it's not always really clear, but there's a specific idea of what it is. So based on that, I would kind of learn in that direction. So that's something that I really love about being specific about what I have to learn in a direction, in a proper direction. And another thing is that, as I shared, applying it immediately. So whatever I learn now, like I learn about, let's say, prototyping, and then if for the project I have to do it, I just apply it in its few days, and I would know which works and which doesn't work, and what I can do, what else I can do. So these are the two things that I love the most.
Nice. I thought you would say you could earn money. Okay. Nice. Thank you, Sriya. Aparna, do you have any questions you wanna ask?
No, not really.
Okay, well, I have one. So, yeah, I do hear a lot of mentors that are coming in play, your family coming in play, always when you need that emotional and technical support, including the community. So, what else is your support? Like, from you see helps from? Like, sorry, sorry. So, where else do you seek help from? Resources, or what are the other people that I know that we have a lot of mentors who are industry experts and we go for them, and there are guides who are kind of in the community, and your parents who will be always there with you, and the other cohort member parents, and of course the cohort buddies always at your back, and the community. So how are they playing in your what is their role in your journey of working together?
So the cohort buddies, I can say I'll go to them whenever I feel like okay, like yeah, there's also people who are like me who also feel like someone I can relate to. Like there would be times when I want to relate to people. So that's when I go to cohort buddies where we can relate to each other, where we just talk about things. We kind of go through kind of similar things. Or of even if our passion and our branches are different, not everyone are into designing, but the dealing with a certain problem sometimes is the same. So that's when I get different solutions that I can try for, and different things I can do basically. So that's how, like, basically being related to people is where the cohort buddy is coming. Like someone like they are like someone like who just taps my shoulder and says, "Yeah, we are also with you. It's not like you're the only one who is doing this, or you're not the only one who is like this." So that's how cohort buddies help me. And then and the guides are the ones where I feel like somewhere when I feel I don't know what to do. And sometimes I just feel like, what do I do now? How do I do it? And all of that question marks whenever I get. And I have some idea about those answers. That's when I go to the guides. And they support me with that. They ask me more questions, then I get more confused, and then I get clarity, or they ask me a few questions and I get clarity, or we just discuss about things. So basically, when I'm confused and when I have lots of question marks in my head, that's when the guides really help me. And the mentors who are like professionally like the same profession, they help me through these learnings of design. How do I learn through things and resources and tips and tricks that are used by the professionals, obviously. So all of these professional stuff, whenever I need something related to it, I go to the professions. And family, everything I can say they support me through all of these three same things and many more.
Right. True. True. That we kind of have like a whole hub of support.
Yeah.
I can see a whole
Yeah.
group of people supporting you in your journey.
Yeah, I do have quite a lot of people supporting, including myself, trying to pick things up.
Yeah. I don't know. You have been doing a website, like a website, creating a website and branding and stuff. So what are the other stuff you do? Like one thing I know is projects, and what else do you do? Like do you go for an internship, an apprenticeship, or how are you even more connecting with the industry through work? Or are you do like your past, your present, and the future? Any plans of
Yeah.
doing?
So till now, I've been doing mostly the main thing that I do, as you shared, is projects. And apart from that, I also learn courses. I've been doing a design thinking course from Interaction Design Foundation and another UX basics course from Grow School. So like
Work?
these, I've been doing different online courses, and I've also attended few designer meetups through LinkedIn. Like I'm a little active in LinkedIn too, so sometimes I see if any designer meet online design meetups are going on. So I attend those meetups where different designers talk about various topics related to design. That's another way that I learn,
So
and
they're all
I
kind of
also
to
read books.
industry and working in the industry, right?
Yeah,
The meetups.
yeah, the meetups are basically the people who work in the industry. And then I also read books. I read books related to design. So these are the few ways in which that I've been learning. And I'm also looking forward to do an internship or an apprenticeship uh, in the future. So that's what I want to do next. And also, it's while
And
doing projects, I've also been earning. It's not just that I've been only learning. So I'm earning and learning, working, everything going hand in hand. So,
yeah, I mean, working. Nice. Amazing. Any last question, Aparna?
Um, so Shreya, in this whole process, what were your takeaways? So you have been going through a lot of work professionally, personally, yeah. So you have shared a lot of those. So what were your takeaways, like main things which you think that it's really best thing which you have learned in this process?
that I really enjoy doing designing the whole process. I enjoy a lot. That's the first thing that I've learned. And I've also learned why designing is my passion, because this is the only thing that I love to take challenges. That's another thing that I've taken up. And then that, I can adopt to different situations, to different places, to keep learning, to keep going on. So basically the my own uh, awareness, I can say, kind of aware of myself, the things that I do, and also the way that I work. It's not just the work that I'm doing. I'm also aware of the way I'm doing, the way I learn things, and also a little taste of how the designing industry is, how everything works, and how I can fit into it. So yeah, there were times when I was doing a project when I felt no, I don't want to do any projects like these kinds in the future at all. And there were times when I feel, oh, these are so good. I want to, do more projects like this. Like maybe I want to continue something like this. So yeah, having all kinds of emotions and all kinds of learnings and problems and mistakes, everything basically a combo of it.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you very much, Sia. It was very inspiring to hear a lot of your experiences. Like it's just not about learning. It's about working, doing, and learning from it. Like living your passion, experiencing it. That's really amazing.
It was really amazing to learn, to hear your story on your journey. It was like we were traveling with you to your journey.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having
Thank
me.
you,
It was
Priya.
really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so
Uh,
much.
so we will be having lives every Wednesday and Friday. So we'll be discussing on Tuesday and Friday. We'll be discussing on different aspects of CoVersity. Today we have Sriya with us to talk about the important aspect, which is work to learn. And will be having further guests where they'll be talking about different aspects of COVID. So stay updated and thank you. Bye. Thank you, Sriya. Thank you, Aparna. Thank you
Bye.
very
Thank
much.
you for
Yeah.
having me.
Bye.
Bye.